guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel again. It's been so long, like over a year now. I've been so busy and caught up with school, classes for students, and so many clients to deal with. Have you missed me? Because I missed me. It's been so long. I'm going to give you amazing videos this year, so watch out. A lot of people have been complaining that I need to start YouTube videos in Hausa, and that will be quite stressful, but I will try. Some of my videos will be in English while some will be in Hausa, so just watch out because I'm going to give you amazing videos, I promise, this year. So I'm going to use this primer oil from Karite Cosmetics. It's going all over my face, including my lips, so that it doesn't go dry because it's a dry season now. Rubbing it all over my face, ensure it's even all over. Then I go with Pond's face primer. I use it under my eye to avoid the creasing when I use the foundation or concealer, and also the side of my mouth to avoid creasing and harsh lines. I'm rubbing it all over again. Then I'm using two different foundation shades because I'm having issues finding the right foundation shade for me. Then I first of all use the Blossom in color 507, then also the Classic Makeup foundation in the shade 507, then LA Girl Pro concealer in yellow corrector all over my highlights areas, under my eye, bridge of my nose, all over. Then a V on my forehead to ensure that it's clean. Then I go over with a damp beauty blender to set it and blend it out evenly. I usually don't contour my face because I have a square face, and each time I contour I get a very slim face, which I don't like, so I only highlight. And when I highlight, then it gives me the contour I want without me going over using a cream contour or powder contour. So I'm still blending out my under eye area. I use the concealer over to my nose so that my nose will seem like I have contoured it, because it gets too slim and too sharp. As you can see, I have a pointed nose, so each time I contour it gives me a very slim nose and it looks so artificial, which I don't like because I like something light. It's my everyday routine makeup. I don't want to look too harsh or too bright or too shouty. Then LTS brush set. I used Galaxy powder palette. There is this light powder for highlights which I love very much in the palette. I usually use it to highlight the highlight areas, and it has a perfect finish. I pinched the brush so that I can go over the bridge of my nose with the powder to highlight it. And then I'm highlighting under my eyes with the same powder from Galaxy, which is very light. Then I use the face powder all over my face to avoid creasing from the foundation. Yeah, going all over using the powder brush from LTS. It doesn't have a number, it's not numbered, just yeah. Then I'll set my eyelid with the same setting powder. I'm using a very small quantity so that it doesn't cake up after using a very light eyeshadow. Then I'm going over the powder, go over my face with the powder again to ensure that everywhere is neat. I actually forgot to do the brows. I started the eyes, but then this is a spoolie. It doesn't have a number, it doesn't have a name, just like that. It's 2-in-1 spoolie with an angle brush. I mixed two different foundations to give me the perfect concealer I want, though it's not too consistent. It didn't cover up the baby hairs, which it was supposed to. Then I'm going over my dual brow line to ensure that I've concealed it evenly. Then I'm going over the top of my brow to conceal it. I usually do love thick brows, though my brow is very rough and thick, but I ensure that I draw a very slim brow. This is getting somehow rough, but I'm trying to clean it. I usually mix foundations and a concealer sometimes to get the perfect consistency I want, but this time around I only mixed 2 foundations because it's a light makeup and I don't want anything shouty. As you can see, it's close to my skin tone, almost my skin tone, not too bright because I don't want something shouty. Then I'm going over the brow again to ensure that it is neat and clean, though it went quickly after. This was where I was talking about. I forgot to draw the brows. I started the transition, but then I had to go back and draw the brow. This is a testing powder. I don't know which product brand it is. Then a blending brush from LTS. It doesn't have a number also, but I will write everything down in the description box so that you get to know the names one by one. Then I'm blending evenly so that I get a perfect finish. Then I used a liquid eyeliner from Karite Cosmetics. Very nice product. They have very nice products. I love Karite. They have clean and well pigmented products. I'm ensuring that the lining isn't too thick because my eyes are small and I don't like thick lining. I prefer the thin one. Then a little wing because I don't want everything to be too shouty. This is a brush from Kiss Beauty 2-in-1 gel liner. It came with the brush and I use it to line my waterline. Then the lipstick from Zaron Cosmetics in the shade Ebony. I'm using it to line my mouth because I love ombre nude, so I'm going for an ombre nude. Then a V by the side of my lips to ensure that the ombre is neat and it gave me the right effect. Then I'm going over the top of my lip to shade it out. Then a nude lipstick from Fenty Beauty. Yeah, then blending out through. I've already used a bronzer from the Galaxy palette on my Cupid's bow. Then I'm going over to shade it out to make sure the Cupid's bow is clean. The upper lip seemed to be darker, so I used a little bit of the Zaron Cosmetics to make it even. Then the remaining residue of my concealer on my angle brush. Then face powder all over again. This was where I used the bronzer from the Galaxy palette. Then on the tip of my nose, then the bridge of my nose, these 2 areas, the top side of the bridge of my nose, then the tip of my nose. I made sure the glow is perfect. It shows very well. Then Maybelline Coral volum'express mascara, one of my best. I don't like using much. I supposed to use a little paper or something to get the lower lash line, but I was in a hurry. Then the turban, one of my favorites too. I think I've done a tutorial on how to get this kind of turbans. I still have a lot of tutorials to go on with the turban, though this was kind of rough too, but I tried to make sure it looked simple because this is my everyday routine. It's very simple. You can do this at home when you want to go out, not something shouty actually. Yeah, that's it. Adjust and make it clean. Okay guys, this is it. This is my everyday makeup routine. I do this almost every day if I want to go out or I don't want something heavy. As you can see, it's very light. My eyes are light, my brows, though this is rough, and I love this lips. It's just too cute. It's an ombre nude. It's my favorite of all time. And thank you for watching, and if you love this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe or click the bell in case I post a new video, you get a notification. All right, thank you for watching, and bye.